Freaking A. Alright, I wanted to do all these educational videos today. It's gonna be a short video, because I'm kind of freaking sick today. Kind of got the flu. But before we get into the educational stuff, what the frick is happening with... I woke up, like, at 5 freaking p.m., all hella sick with the flu. And I'm seeing all over, like, Twitter and stuff that, Raja Jackson, Rampage's son, is apparently, like, damn near killed a guy? Like, not just killed him, but, like, people were saying he, like, bro was, like, bleeding out his freaking, like, ears. Like, his brain juices were coming out. Alright, let's see if we can, let me look it up real quick. Wow, immediately. The MMA Guru, damn, it's a 30 freaking 2-minute video, but you know what? Why not, right? Even freaking OzDaMonke was already on this. Oh, damn, I'm late. I've seen a lot of, oh, we could do legal mindset, but I kind of feel like I already did a bunch of legal mindsets, didn't I? This one's, like, very recent, too. This one's from a day ago. 21 hours ago. Let's go. This one's probably newer. Alright, I'm gonna try my damnedest to, like, not pause this at all. And if this guy doesn't talk too fast, I'll increase the playback speed a little bit. Let's do 1.25, though, just for now. Apparently they had prior beef. Now, all I have seen is literally... I woke up at 5 o'clock, edited some videos, and while I was doing that, I just, like, freaking doom-scrolled on, like, YouTube shorts, and I've been seeing nothing but shorts. Apparently, he freaking, like... there was, like, supposedly some kind of, like, before the match, they had one of those... You know how they have, like, those moments of, like, this happened 10 minutes before the match started. And then they're, like, in the back offices, and, like, one guy goes over and, like, slaps him in the face, and it's just like, oh, he slapped him in the face, the disrespect! And so people go wild, and then, like, during the match, it's like, oh, is he gonna get him back for the slap in the face? It was, like, one of those instances. But I guess Raja Jackson, had no idea it was gonna happen. So bro basically, like, smacked him in the head with a can. But people are saying that it's, like, a fake can. It's, like, either a prop can, or it was a can that was, like, already empty. Like, already, like, most of the liquids are gone already. So it was, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, like, if you've ever been in a bar and you wanted to show off with your friends, you've smashed a freaking empty beer can on your head. Like, that's just the thing you do. AOS, chaos, by the way. And so that much it became very clear. I saw that. I actually saw this, like, footage that he's showing right now on YouTube Shorts. First of all, who's the hello? Dude, Raja Jackson, Rampage over here. His son just, like, almost beat a guy to death, and bro's like, I'm gonna go bowling with a baddie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't hate him, I'll be honest. I can't disrespect that.
You guys know I had to make a video about this one. Rampage Jackson has been calling me out multiple times on his streams over my coverage of the Raja Jackson situation, and I know that you guys may have thought for a second, and this is very important, before I even get into the rest of this video and go through the clips of Rampage Jackson directly calling me out by name, you guys may have thought for a second that in this situation where Raja Jackson attempted to murder Psycho Stu, and you all saw it on video, you guys may...
I saw it. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to show that on YouTube, so I'm not even gonna try. Go look for it. That's like 100%. Like, I can't... Y'all gotta understand something. I get in trouble for GTA 5 videos. GTA 4, 3, 2, like, videos. Whenever I react to them, you understand? Because I'm a small channel, and, like, every freaking, the bots, the AI, or whatever the hell, the algorithm, it just don't like me. But, I definitely can't show that. Like, that's, like, no.
You thought for a second
that YouTube would obliterate me, I'm just saying.
Jackson was the bad guy in this situation.
But to be fair, yeah, no, guy, like, it was very obvious. Bro was on the ground, knocked the hell out. Like, that was like a ragdoll. Bro was a ragdoll. When he was on the ground. And so bro basically just saw a ragdoll on the ground and said, well, now's my chance to freaking just start beating, like, just go at him, like, brother, he's obviously out. Like, y'all would, I don't know, have y'all, like, maybe it's only me, because I have, like, a lot of younger siblings, but if you guys have ever carried a sleeping, like, child, a sleeping person, you get what I'm saying? I've also had to carry sleeping, like, adult, too, every once in a while, but, like, there's, like, a weight to them that isn't normally there if they're conscious. And, like, you could see it, bro. And this dude just decided, well, now's my opportunity, and just started going at him, like, 20-something times.
But you were wrong. You were actually wrong. You're incorrect to assume that. I'm the bad guy in this situation because I called Raja Jackson names. Yes, that's right. I called Raja Jackson some mean...
Oh, that's messed up, bro. How dare you call him names? What, just cause he tried to murder a guy? How dare you? It's really...
offensive name.
How dare you say offensive names at a guy?
Because he attempted to murder...
Nah, son, stop it. Rampage. I was just like glazing you up at the very beginning, right? Because it's like, to be fair, like whether it's your son or not, it's like, all right, well he's gonna go to jail. I'm gonna go bowling with a baddie, you know, like that's you know what I'm saying. I was gonna start saying bowling with a baddie is like basically a way of being like, oh that sucks. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like, but now you're telling me he's like crashing out on this dude. By the way, I didn't know that this MMA guy apparently made another video. I'm late. I'm telling you, I'm late as hell to this.
Nothing. And now I'm the bad guy. And let's listen to what Rampage Jackson has to say. I don't understand this at all, but a lot of people are actually agreeing with Rampage Jackson here. And that's what I'm going to cover in today's video. Let's let Rampage Jackson's message...
Oh, this is kind of cool, actually. It's like watching Star Wars, because I saw this footage of him at the bowling alley, and I had no idea who the hell he was talking about. I thought he was just, like, generally saying this about the public, judging his son.
Playing. If you guys don't know about the environment of the clip and some context for this clip, just a few days after Raja Jackson had this situation, that's probably the most stressful time in his life, deserved, by the way, the deserved most stressful time of his life.
Wait, so this is actually a couple days after? Bro really does not give a shit about his kid. Damn. He really said, screw it. He's probably gonna go to jail. Anyway, what's up, baby? You wanna go bowling? Like...
Well, he's probably sitting at home right now, scared to death. He's gonna get decades in prison. During that moment, right now, his father, Rampage Jackson, is dating whores on stream and bowling with them.
Oh, wow. You didn't have to say it like that. I mean, kind of rude, okay?
About the entire situation and giving his thoughts on it and calling people out. Just in case you guys needed some context.
To be fair, though, I don't know how she affiliates herself. You know, I don't know if she's like an OF model or whatever. Because to be fair, I see ladies on Twitter all the time like, I'm a hoe and I'm proud. Oh, proud to be a hoe. So it's like, I don't really know anymore at this point. I'm actually like scared to say anything. Because it's like, if I say, like, how dare you call her a whore? And then people are like, no, like, we're proud of it. And this is like, all right, then I guess I'll shut up. Like, you know, I can't, I don't know what side to take on that anymore. So I just shut my mouth.
That's what father of Raja Jackson, Rampage Jackson, is doing right now. Bowling with whores. While his Raja Jackson is facing what he's facing right now, and it's probably the most important moment of his entire life in terms of a crossroads on what direction his life is going to take. Rampage is bowling with whores and calling out the MMA guru. So I'm more than happy to cover the most important thing on your mind, Rampage. Let's go through it.
I mean, to be fair though, like I would honestly do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like what are you gonna do? Like he's gonna guy deserves to go to jail. He should go to jail. Hopefully he goes to jail. And like what are you gonna do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, like this is Rampage. I'm gonna be real with all of y'all. There was like footage of Rampage where he made like a joke about his son, this like Raja, where he said that as soon as they were like, he said something like, as soon as they were born, I started saving up money for college for my 2 Japanese kids, and then started saving up bail bond for Raja Jackson because Raja's black. Like, damn, bro, like, talk about friendly fire! I swear, bro, the black community just be keeping the black community down sometimes. What was it? It was, Let me see if I can find this clip real quick. Yup! Found it immediately.
I knew them two wasn't going to college. And my two Japanese kids, I knew they was going to college. So I saved up college tuition.
I knew my two black kids were not going to go to college, but I knew my two Japanese kids were definitely going to college, so I saved up money for them. Oh, nah, son. Like, I'm sorry, bro. You set up Raja for failure from the start. Like, come on.
For the two Japanese kids and bail money for Raja and his brother, so if you go to
bail
jail,
money for Raja and his brother. Damn.
I was going to bail them out. I knew them two wasn't going to college. And my two
Nah, son,
Japanese
like,
kids, I knew they was going to college, so I saved up college tuition for the two Japanese kids and bail money for Roger and his brother. So if you go to jail, I'm just going.
What, did you forget his brother's name? Like, he said Raja specifically, though. Because he's, you know, that's what's messed up. He didn't say the name of the two Japanese kids or the other black kid. He specifically called out Raja. That is so mean. And then I saw that other clip where like, bro, Rampage just, like, kept pushing his buttons, trolling him, messing with him, like, nonstop. And y'all gotta understand, I liked a couple of Rampage's videos one time, and then I just get YouTube shorts from him, here and there. And, like, some WWE stuff or some, like, you know, MMA stuff. So, like, I've seen Rampage a lot, and I know, like, he pops off on shorts. It's just like, you know, so I've seen stuff like this. People always make fun of him for how bad he treats Raja.
Like ignorant people on the internet, I understand that. You know, it is what it is. The shit don't affect me, don't bother me, but people like MMA Guru.
Why is it always me, man?
I'm gonna be real with y'all. When I watched it, he now that I know that MMA Guru's a guy, like, I kind of notice it now. I didn't know. I didn't hear that. I didn't catch that the first time I watched it on YouTube Shorts. He actually calls out MMA Guru by name.
Shit don't bother me or get to him, but MMA Guru, let me talk about this MMA Guru guy. I had the same dude, so many other channels have had the response I've had. Asmin Gold chimed in, Penguin, Moist Critical guy chimed in, said exact same thing, except you didn't call him a dumb animal. Is it just because I use the terms dumb animal? I don't know why, but either way, I do know why. It's because I said dumb animal.
I'm gonna be real with you. If you can't control your damn self, like if your first like instinct after somebody, like, there's a misunderstanding, your first instinct is to try to murder a guy, like, yeah, like, fair is fair. Like, you're a dumb animal, bro. Like, just shut your mouth up. Like, has nothing to do with like, I know a lot of people gonna try, like, let's just call it what it is. A lot of people gonna try to make this a race thing. Like, shut the hell up. You try to murder somebody, you're a dumb animal. You're stupid, you're an aggressive, dumb animal. You're a savage, and you don't belong in normal society, so you belong to be locked up in a room, in a box. Let's call it a freaking cage, okay? And you deserve to stay there. For humans, we call them cells, right? But like, you deserve to stay there, basically because you just aren't fit for like, everybody, like, to be with the rest of normal society that are actually able to control their murderous intent. You get what I'm saying? Like, we don't even, like, we're not even asking you to, like, not like, talk shit, or, like, not be like, oh, I hate that guy, and like, you have freedom of speech. The problem is you started, like, beating the guy to death. You see what I'm saying? Like, you actually took that into action. And so, if you can't, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, look at Hassan Piker. Bro is constantly calling for people's deaths. Constantly. Should he go to jail? Debatable. Nah, probably not really, right? Freedom of speech and whatnot, to a certain degree. You can make arguments all day, whatever the hell you want. But you're at least asked a question, you know? But if you actually start beating someone to death, there's no question about it. You know what I mean?
Let's be real. I know why. But either way.
Don't bother me, but people like MMA Guru, you know what I'm saying? That guy's supposed to be some kind of journalist.
Don't ever call me a journalist. Don't ever call me that again, though, for real.
Dude, calling someone a journalist is actually like, offensive. That's actually a slur now in the community. Like, anybody with any ounce of respect when it comes to reporting the news hates being called a journalist.
Not a journalist. I need to clear that up.
Can't believe Hassan made it into Forbes. Did he make it into Forbes? I saw the Rolling Stones article, but it was written by that one chick who, like, gets wet over him. Like, Like, she needs a mop bucket every time she talks about Hassan. With Taylor Lorenz. Oh, I see her on Twitter all the time, bro. She gets wet. Waterfalls, bro, every time.
Basement, and you never call me the fucking.
So to be fair, it was like,
you get that shit right. I ain't a fucking.
Like, let's be, first of all, Hassan admits to paying a lot of money for people to, like, to run articles. So obviously, like, no duh, you pay enough money, you're gonna run articles. Second of all, it's Taylor Lorenz. His #1 simp fangirl. Like, she's like this like old lady that's like really hard trying to get into his pants, and you know what I'm saying?
Journalist, okay? There's a lot of things in this very video I'm gonna be okay to be called. Don't you ever call me a fucking journalist, dude. Okay?
His racism came out.
You can call me that, but don't call me a
His
fucking
racism
journalist.
came out.
I swear to God, if you call me a journalist again, I'm gonna get pissed.
He
That's
said,
my race-
he really said, you can call me, my man, he really said, you can call me a racist all you want, don't ever call me a freaking journalist. Bro, I'm telling you, 2025, people don't give a shit anymore. And I'll be completely honest with you, any black person, any Mexican, Latino, brown, Asian, anybody of sound mind that, like, is being genuine, they know that you're not being racist. Like, this is something you immediately jump to if you're some freaking moron from, like, LA, you're some idiot from, like, a woke as hell society. Like, the only time you use the race card like this is if you're just the most privileged piece of shit ever. You're so damn privileged that you don't have, like, you have to jump to racism. It's like, it has nothing to do with racism, bro. You're your son is a piece of shit. Like, nope, like, I'm not saying Rampage should go against his own son. That's your son, right? Obviously, you don't care about him. Otherwise, why the hell you out here bowling, right? But hey, it's a good thing you already have his bail money, though, right? So you good. But like, what do you mean, bro? Like, just stop. Don't be that guy. Don't be that, like, let me pull out the race card because somebody, like, is criticizing my son. Like, your son's an idiot. Like, that's what it is. Like, why do you gotta try to pull out the race card for your son?
Racism came out of me. It just left my soul. When I was saying those words, dumb animal, it was just creeping out of me. The racism. That's the big talking point here, guys. Okay?
Some kind of journalist, and his racism came out. His racism showing. You know what I'm saying? It's 2025, right?
Yeah.
His racism is showing.
It's 2025.
You'll notice that they never actually say, oh, he said this, and that sounded racist to me. I interpreted that like that seemed hella racist. They'll never actually say, he said this, and that sounded racist to me. It's the same thing as, like, when people talk about freaking, I forgot his freaking name. The other freaking Twitch kick streamer, I mean. But, like, they were like, oh, he's a racist. It's like, okay, what part of it was racist? He's just a racist. He's racism. He does racism. He's a racism.
It's 2025, yeah.
This is sad, bro.
2025 being.
Nah, son, Rampage, I was becoming a big fan of yours, bro.
Twist and take a certain way in order to make yourself a victim.
I swear, the last, like, 3 months, this guy's been just showing up on my feed left and right.
Your son just attempted to murder someone on camera over nothing. Over nothing. It's 2025. I mean, come on, you guys. It's 2025. It's 2025. Exactly.
Yeah, guys, it's 2025. If you're black, you're allowed to try to murder somebody. Come on, now.
Nothing. Okay? But no, I'm the problem. It's 2025, Guru. We can't be calling people's names. We can't be calling people names. I mean, come on, that's just a step too far in Rampage's
I'm
world.
joking. Of course that's wrong. You're just not allowed to criticize, if black people for murdering people. Like that one fool who stabbed that one white guy in the chest, in the heart. Remember that? The guy who, like, Aztec Mayan sacrificed that white guy at the football field?
Sorry, it has to be said.
People got really mad if you judged him.
People do
And then they come out with the video footage, and it was dead ass and like an Aztec Mayan sacrificial. Like, bro really came at him with that. Like, it was like crazy. It was like, oh, that was just straight murder.
Dude, there's a very different line. There's a fine line. There's a fine line before where you can no longer say people fuck up sometimes. When I say people fuck up sometimes, I'm like, someone forgot that I was supposed to be there at this time. You know what I mean? Someone forgot to book me in at this, and the schedule of.
He fucked up. Like, wait, like, okay, at what point in, like, what was it, 20 something? It was like 20 something hits, right? So let's say 20 hits. Like, wait, was it after the 10th hit, like punch in the face, or was it after the 12th hit in the face? Do you think that it was like that it was a mess up? At what point does it become like Like, does it go from being like he messed up or he fucked up to like murder? Is it before or after the guy's brain started spewing out of his ears? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
appointment got put back. Yeah, you know, people do shit sometimes, man. Some guy tripped over and accidentally bumped into me. You know, things happen. That is not a flippant.
Real though, like the only time he really said, he fucks up sometimes. Like he said that the same way I tell Monke whenever Monke gets mad at the McDonald's workers for messing up his order. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know, they mess up sometimes. Like, just ask for the right thing and they'll give it to you. Who cares? You know what I'm saying?
Set of words you can use to describe attempted murder. It just isn't. I can't watch someone try and kill someone, and the only reason they didn't kill him is because someone had to pull them off of them, okay? And then go, come on, guys, things happen.
Oh yeah, that's a very important piece of the puzzle too. You gotta understand, he did not stop. Raja Jackson did not stop punching that man when his brains were coming out of his freaking ears. The only reason he stopped punching him is because somebody dragged him off, like pulled him off, and then Raja started punching that guy, trying to get at what the hell, dude?
It's 2025. It's 20. What we gonna sentence the guy? Come on, you know, people make mistakes. You know, people make mistakes. I can't believe this is Rampage's response. And if people make mistakes, Rampage, how about this? What about me calling him words? Could that not have been a mistake? And people just do shit sometimes, and we can move on from it? No, apparently not.
Well, no, because you're a white guy on the internet, and Raja is a black guy, and it's his son. You already know. Like, come on, why are we acting like they're playing teams? Obviously, that's his son. Of course, they're gonna play teams. You don't make mistakes. You attack people. Okay, my side makes mistakes. Your side is just evil.
That's only applicable to attempted fucking murder.
People do shit. It shouldn't get turned into race. Nobody wants to hear a bunch of racist shit about their son, no matter what race they are.
Right, yeah. I didn't say it.
Bro, you think he went back home and clapped those cheeks afterwards? I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like, just out of curiosity. Like, bro really, like, came out to bowl while his son is, like, in the middle of potentially going to jail for, like, who the hell knows how long. Bro really said, you know, but I got this baddie on the side that's trying to go bowling, you know what I'm saying? Like, what am I gonna do, cancel on her? Like, yeah, he really does not give a shit about his son, bro.
I didn't make it about race at all. In that video, I even said,
this guy is funny. I can't, like, Rampage is hilarious.
I Show Speed wouldn't have done this, because I Show Speed is a dumb animal. And he fucking...
Yeah, I Show Speed like a legitimately cool dude. Are you kidding me? He's amazing.
People on stream for a living. I Show Speed got famous for fucking barking at people, and I'm saying he's not a dumb animal. Okay, I made sure to say that in the video. I called Raja Jackson a dumb animal because he is.
That's one way to put it, but you know, it's not wrong. Bro really does yell. Bro, hella. I love him, bro.
Animalistic instincts. That's not.
I don't care what nobody says. I still like even with the latest like controversies. Both I Show Speed, love him to death. Who else has recently caught a lot of flack? That's like I'll say I Show Speed, Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is on the fence though. Like, it depends. Like, cause honestly, bro is like, there's always something new happening with him, right? So I'll put him on the fence. And Kai Cenat, these like three people. I'm trying to think. I try to think. There's somebody else. This like dude from like way back when, like one of the first people to do this. But like I'm trying to remember his name. But like these are like people that like I love them to death because like. Y'all can talk all the shiz y'all want, but like there'd be moments where bro really just be like turning up at places and just be like helping people out. Like straight up just turn up to like a restaurant or something, just be like, pay for their meal, pay for that meal, drop $1,000 tip, do this, do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just cool, bro. That's just cool. I think Emmy did that one time, Emaru. She like dropped like a $1,000 tip. That was freaking dope. I don't, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if it was Emmy or if it was who it was, but like but there was also another YouTuber that used to do stuff like that all the time. Like, all their content was basically, like, farming YouTube ads and then, like, giving that money out to the people, basically. And I always loved that kind of stuff. So it's like, I understand, like, criticize them for what, like, bad things they do. Mr. Beast has done some bad shiz in the past, but, for sure, and I definitely criticize him for it. But, like, there's certain, like, people out there that I think just hold a special place in my heart.
human. You see an unconscious body. in front
And
of you.
I think
You're a very
Kaisenat right now is
unhappy
probably the
human
biggest one
whatsoever.
that's like getting canceled right now. But I don't care. Like, bro's a real one. Bro's a real one. Yeah, he'll be acting stupid, you know. But like, he's a real one. Even if he didn't want to donate, I think it was to the water like thing. It's like, all right, bro. He constantly giving out money, handing out money, hand over fist, donating. He's constantly doing other stuff. I'm not gonna quit wallet watching. I'm gonna defend that
And
fool. I
you
don't care.
keep going until
Cancel me if y'all
someone
want.
pulls you off or they die. You're an animal. Straight up, you're a dumb animal.
I don't know how the hell we got on that
There's
conversation.
nothing wrong with
He
me
mentioned
saying
Ayoo Speed
At all.
and
But apparently
he
it's a
was
problem.
recently getting
Problem,
canceled for
and they
basically
outrage. And
like
that's one thing you
similar
guys have gotta stop
situations.
doing.
People just wallet watching.
When I call someone a dumb animal, people have rampages.
Not similar situations to Raja, by the way. Similar situations to Kaizenat, which is people like wallet watching him. People were wallet watching Ayoo Speed for like a cool minute, and all of a sudden, like, people were trying to cancel his ass too.
There, in this argument, you guys have got to stop saying he's talking about us. When I post this tweet, yeah, and say dumb animal with no impulse control, that's because Raja Jackson's a dumb animal with no impulse control, yeah. I need people on Rampage's team per se here.
Wallet watching, yeah, basically where it's basically wallet watching is basically when you basically say this. It's like, what? Let's say Mr. Beast goes out and like donates $1,000. Oh, actually, you know what? Best example. I'm gonna give you a real example. Actual example that happened pretty recently. This is wallet watching. Krogan calling Ludwig a cracker. XQC! I wish I could see the real, does he link it? Link the live stream fails. Do it. We're watching XQC. Reacting to a reaction. Let's go.
Froggen says Ludwig has a C-word take.
This is a perfect example of what wallet watching is. So Ludwig, for no other reason than out of the kindness of his own heart, decided to donate. I think it was I don't know if it was 1,500 or if it was 15K, whatever the hell it was. He decided to donate a bunch of money to help the Palestinian people, specifically victims. Doesn't matter what the hell your take on that whole situation is. He specifically wanted to donate to get food to people in Palestine and to help out the people who are suffering in Palestine. And then Froggen comes out and basically, because he says, I'm gonna donate this money, but you don't have to, she calls him a cracker and starts like basically shit talking him, which is like, what? So he's not like all of a sudden like is he not donating enough money? Like, it's it's people who shit talk you, even like no matter how much money you donate, no matter how much you try, no matter how much you do, people are gonna shit talk you because you are a celebrity and you need to donate more money. Even though those same freaking people never donate a single dime in their freaking lives. Like, Froggen has never donated a single freaking penny to the Palestinian movement. But she gonna talk shit when Ludwig donates a bunch of money.
Donated 10K.
My beloved.
Because I think it is.
I'm gonna raise the audio up a little bit because it's a little low.
And if you guys got some extra bread, I would recommend you donate. But I won't throw it on you. You know what I mean?
And that was it. That was all he did.
No thanks. And some people are gonna say that. You know what I mean? That's why it's the
This is a cracker take.
difference between like, hey, I can put my money where my mouth is, but I don't need to put your money there. I don't need to enter a fucking debate.
Which, by the way, W take. I can put my money where my mouth is. As in, like, I will donate to this cause I believe in. But I don't need to wallet watch you. I don't need to go and demand all of you motherfuckers, like, donate money too. Your wallet is your wallet. What you do with your money is your damn decision. That's not had nothing to do with me. Has nothing to do with me. What you would do with your wallet, with your money, is your damn business. You get what I'm saying? Mr. Beast, freaking when he built a bunch of water wells, that was cool. When Mr. Beast goes around demanding other people donate to make water wells, get the hell out of here, bro. What the hell's your problem? What the frick? What? Shut the hell up. How about you go donate more money, Mr. Beast? What the hell's wrong with you? Shut the hell up. Like, what do you mean? Bro started calling up a bunch of streamers like, are you gonna donate money or not? Hmm? Or are you gonna wait for a bunch of people to start sending you a bunch of hate because you didn't donate? It's like, bro, calm the hell down, bro. Like, Mr. Beast, you've been on the other side of this with Kai Cenat, where, like, because you didn't donate enough money, people start talking shit about you. And then he does that to Kai Cenat. It's like, that's not fair. Like, you've been there.
Okay, let's just say that. Rampage's team, Rampage's tanning routine, squadron, I don't know what they are.
It's ungratefulness and demanding. It's like, but like, okay, like, I don't care whether you believe in the Palestinian and Israeli, that doesn't freaking matter. Like, and it doesn't matter whether the person is rich or not either. Like, it's just like, if you're so damn bent over backwards about how much money is being donated to this movement of yours, then go donate. Shut the hell up and go donate.
But you know,
go
you
start
guys
a charity.
need to stop
Like,
hearing the words dumb.
Let me bring this back down. If you like, you know what I'm saying? Like, go start a charity yourself. Especially if you yourself are a creator. Go start a charity. Go start a freaking charity, or go do a charity stream or something. Like, go earn money. Go make money.
No impulse control and thinking, this
freaking Hassan Piker earned a bunch of money for freaking like a bunch of money for the Creator Clash. He did like a live stream, and like damn near all the money that Creator Clash made was by Hassan Piker because he did like a charity stream for the event.
White guys
they didn't make any actual monies from selling tickets. I'll tell you that much.
Volunteering yourself as the target of that language. That's not. Raja Jackson was the target of my language, and he is the deserved target of my language. End of discussion. What else has Rampage Jackson got to say? Because this is only one clip. There's 2 clips of him talking about me.
By the way, hi, Mr. Sam.
No, I don't have kids myself. So how does that apply to any of this? He must not have kids himself, or else he'd understand. They just fucking murder people sometimes. Is that really what we're doing here? This is the dumbest fucking response. And I love Rampage Jackson, man.
We can check out that video immediately after this one, and then we'll jump into the actual sciencey videos.
Jackson, you know how much this hurts to do? When I get into this scene and then all my favorites start poking at me, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to slander him. But it's one of my favorite.
It's freaking Rampage, bro. I didn't even know, I didn't know shiz about this guy. But damn it, his shorts are funny.
Fighters of all time. It's one of my favorite personalities in the sport of all time, Rampage Jackson. I just don't understand how you can say that. You don't have kids.
I practically just watch fighting like WWE, WWF. I watch all that stuff, even MMA fights, strictly on shorts, on YouTube videos, on highlights. I don't actually watch any TV anymore, I'll be honest with y'all.
So you don't understand that they just happen to attemptedly murder someone all the time. That's just something that only parents will understand this one, folks. You gotta really be a parent to understand this one. Sometimes they just be murdering people, dude. That's just how it is. Can't take them anywhere, dude. Try and take them to Disney World. You take your eyes off them for 1 second, they're fucking trying to fucking crucify fucking Mickey Mouse on the ground. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand these takes from Rampage at all, but this is what he's got to say.
And again, I feel bad about doing this, right? But y'all have to understand something. When I say I've been watching Rampage on shorts for a minute, like Rampage farted on Raja. Wait, was this Raja? I don't even know if it was Raja, to be honest with you. I just thought about this. It's like, Rampage really over here trying to act like, how dare you go after my son? But meanwhile, here's a clip. It might have been Raja, it might have been another son. But like, there's a whole clip of Raja basically getting pissed off because one time, Rampage supposedly farted in his face as a birthday present.
Where you get the disrespect from? I never disrespect you before.
What are you talking about? You know what you did to me on my 7th birthday? You don't remember?
No.
I remember. Like
I got you a cake.
No.
I got you a gift.
I'm gonna tell y'all what he did on my 7th birthday, chat, that I'll never forget. This is why This is what
I'm
inspired.
gonna be real with y'all. Like, this is the kind of stuff that, like, even though like it's messed up, it's also one of those things where it's like, bro, y'all gotta go to a therapist. Like, this is not something you should be airing out on the internet. But at the same time, it's like, bro, how is Rampage gonna be out here talking like, don't talk about my children? Meanwhile,
Me to teabag him because I never forgot this. He gave me some Ninja Turtle toys, right? And I was like, okay, that's
sick,
cool.
awesome.
You want a hug? I was like, yeah. And I went in for a hug. And you had farted in my face.
I didn't
farted
fart
in his face.
Yes, you did.
I would never do that.
Yes, you did. I remember. You
On your
remember?
7th birthday?
On my 7th birthday.
Nigga, that's a year after I got you from Germany. Why would I do that? Why would I?
You thought that was
A year after I got you from Germany. Okay, so this might have been his other son. I'm just sort of saying.
funny.
I don't know what his name
like
is.
It was yesterday on my 7th birthday.
I would never fart in your face.
It was in Big Bear too. You was in camp for that.
We were in Big Bear. You were in camp. Bro knows way too many details for this to be like something he made up. You know what I'm saying? But like at the same time.
And you laughed. I started crying, and you was laughing. You was over here dying laughing about.
You get the disrespect.
Rampage Jackson is shocked after finding out his 25-year-old son, Raja, has been holding a grudge. Oh, it was Raja. Okay, cool. Wait, so hold on. So Raja's after Germany. Is Raja half German? Is that his thing? Damn, he's half German, and you still said that he was not going to make it to college? That's messed up, bro. Like, you really, like, I have seen nothing but Rampage, like, messing with Raja. I assumed it was the same, like, Raja this whole time, but I guess I was right. But...
What do you say? I don't want to repeat what he said, but he said...
What did he say? I don't want to say anything, because he didn't say shit, did he?
He said, like, he showed his racism.
This is what he's got to say about my coverage.
What did he say? I don't want to repeat what he said, but he said a whole bunch of... He said, like, he showed his racism.
Okay, I didn't say that too, so I didn't say anything then. So shut up.
Hey, he's being a racist. What did he say? What did he actually like? What did he actually say that makes him racist? That's all, folks. He like, bro, it's not that difficult. He's not asking you to like explain how to build a rocket like ship. Like just say one example of what he actually said that makes him racist, and then that's it. But he's just like, I don't want to repeat it. I don't want to repeat it. It's like, yeah, sure, my guy, absolutely. You say worse shit every single day on your live streams, on your shorts, on your YouTube, bro. You're not gonna lie to me, bro. I watch you, Rampage. You're not gonna lie. You gonna act like this, bro. This is actually sad. Like why you acting stupid?
Even this guy knows he's bullshitting right now, dude.
Thank you so much, Borker. Have a good one. Thank you.
I didn't say anything then. I said dumb animal, dude. I said you put him in a cage. Yeah, put him in jail, dude. He belongs in a cage. He doesn't belong around humans. Straight up. So what did I say one more time for the people in the back, Rampage?
What did he say? I don't want to repeat what he said, but he said a whole bunch of...
I don't want to repeat what he said. Like,
said a whole bunch. Just a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, we just did it. 2025, 28th of August, 2025. Dumb animal's a slur now, boys. Can't say it anymore. Whoa, are you using a DA? Are you using a DA? You can't be using a DA slur around here, guys. That's racist.
Bro, people really be forgetting that all of humanity came from Monke. Like, we are all Monke. Like, what the hell are you talking? We all animals. What, just because the only difference between us and all the other animals is that we won the evolutionary arms race when we figured out that throwing a rock is more effective than punching you in, like, than our freaking fingernails, basically. The moment we said, rock, throw, we won! It's game over! We found the cheat code!
Okay? Dumb animal with no impulse control is now... That's been claimed by...
We're all animals, bro, like... And that's the problem, is that, why you try to act, like, call it, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, why, this is why, you try to invent racism where there is no racism. Like, he's obviously calling him an animal because he's acting uncivilized. Like... And anybody who's honest and anybody who's being genuine understands and sees that. Like, it's not a freak, like, there's no freaking, like, mistake in this.
Really descriptive. I didn't do it! Rampage and the boys did, okay? That's out of my hands. You heard it here first. The terms, and I said this in the video multiple times, dumb animal with no impulse control.
Bro, look at that. This is how he had him, bro. Moments before he started punching the shiz out of him.
You heard it here first. The terms...
That's him slamming the guy. He slammed him on the ground. Bro is knocked the hell out. And then he just started punching the hell out of him.
And I said this in the video multiple times. Dumb animal with no impulse control. Rampage seems to think that's racially targeted language, okay? Now, I didn't say that, but Rampage wants to volunteer it as such. So you know what? Who am I to disagree? You know, who am I to disagree? I'm just an evil guy. So I'll let Rampage, the moral compass here, dictate where we should take this. So I think, you know, that fair enough, Rampage, you know what I mean? Fair enough. He can't repeat what I said like it's the worst thing, like it will get him banned off Kick. You know what I mean? You were questioning if Raja Jackson's attempted murder would get him banned off fucking Kick.
No, it's not that it'll get him banned, right? It's obviously he's not going to repeat it because he knows and understands that it's obviously not racist. He's not saying anything racial. He knows that if he actually repeats anything or says anything, people will immediately understand that he's just painting a dishonest image.
You can't say dumb animal. You know I didn't say shit wrong. You're just fucking crying about it. This is why your son got bullied by teenagers, bro. Victim mindset, bro.
As somebody who has ancestry in from Africa, from Spain, from Native America, well, I mean America, right? Just natives. From Mexico, from Salvador, from Germany. So basically, I'm the rainbow baby. For somebody who has like a little bit of everything in his blood, I just gotta say, Raja Jackson is a dumb freaking animal, bro. He deserves to be put in jail. He does not deserve to be with like modern society. Like he's a dangerous person. He like absolutely like definitely.
Yeah, but he said a whole bunch of he showed his racism basically what he did. Like
I showed my racism, I guess.
You know what's the funniest part? I get mistaken for Samoan with all that like mix of shiz. Like, I get mistaken for a Samoan guy.
Like I'm from the South. The stuff he said, only racist people say.
I'm from the South. No, shut the hell up. If you're actually from the South, you know damn well. Like no, I've met people from the South, black and white. No. You acting with some LA behavior. If like okay, maybe you are from the South. You sure as hell not acting like you're from the South anymore. No.
A lot of racist people.
No, people from the South. I'll be real with y'all. They typically respect the hell out of each other. I don't really see that kind of shit. This is like some made up BS that people be like promoting and saying here in LA.
Came forward and said stuff and DM me racist shit. It don't bother me.
Nah, actual people from the South, like real people from the South, hell no. They all eat the same food. They all talk the same damn way. They all grew up together in the same ass trailer parks in the same ass motherfucker. They all grew up in the same broke ass parts of the world. They don't respect each other because of their they respect each other because they all came from the same place because they're all in the same situation together. They're all you get what I'm saying? That's their neighbors. Like this is some privileged BS that you'll be saying because you've been living in LA for too damn long, and you're trying to paint this picture. No.
Bother him. The real racist that came forward and sent him shit don't bother him, but the MMA guru calling Raja a dumb animal. I mean, come on, guys. I'm basically just big H.
Master Sam says, speaking of racism, today I found out that racism, both online and in real life, is not illegal in the USA. Yeah, because we have freedom of speech protections, technically. You can absolutely be technically fined and arrested for like technically hate speech to a certain degree, but it's like one of those things where like even in the most obvious cases, it's still something that you could fight in the court. You might lose, like for sure, but you would still have a fighting chance in the court. Here in my country, you learn it's wrong and evil and a crime to publicly express racism, not the thought, obviously, but the actions in real life. Of course, but here's the problem, right? Like, what happens when if somebody agrees with Rampage that because this guy, who obviously is not being racist, he's calling him a wild animal because the guy tried to murder somebody. But because Rampage decided that's racism, what, we should arrest this guy now? Now MMA fighter deserves to go to jail? But what? But not the guy who tried to murder somebody? You understand what I'm gonna? That's why in the U.S. we have that law, or that sort of that not that law, right? It's a constitutional right. We have that right, freedom of speech, because it's like, yeah, like it's racist, you're garbage, and most people no longer want to associate with you. That's just how, let's be real, that's typically how it works. But you will not go to jail, because at a certain point, it's like it's unfortunately too easy for people like Rampage to start building a false narrative. No barkies, baby. Yeah, he's angry too. He's upset. He's like, "How dare you? This is wrong. I don't." He doesn't like it. As soon as you hear like no free speech, Doggo gets angry. We live in America, baby. We love that shiz. But no, like honestly, that's kind of why that's there. It's not like, yes, we all know it's wrong. Everybody here in the United States of America understands racism is wrong. In school, it's taught to you day one that it's wrong. Hell, the freaking cartoons you watch since like I was a kid had like, look at freaking Captain Planet. Freaking, Captain Planet, he's a hero. Bro, freaking Captain Planet. Bro, they had like, look at freaking. I'm gonna get taken down if I play the music, but like, look at the main cast. Who did it start with? Who did it start off with? Hell no! In the United States of America, bro, like, racism has been getting stomped out since the 90s, baby. Now, I don't want to hear it. Look at this. There's a white guy, sure. There's a white girl, sure. Asian. Native American. Which, at a certain point, we Mexicans, we kind of just have to, like, lump ourselves in with the Native Americans. Because technically we were Native Americans, too. For a little bit more south, And to be fair, America kind of won that one war, and they took Texas and California and Arizona and Las Vegas and all that. But that, then technically they won that in the war. Fair is fair. But it is what it is. But I'm just saying, it's like I don't like it's not like I don't like that people paint such a broad stroke picture that like America is so full of racist people and stuff. Where it's like, no, it's not. There's definitely. Like, it definitely exists. Beyond a shadow of a doubt, it definitely exists. It definitely exists. Don't get that wrong. But that exists everywhere. Why are we acting like that doesn't exist everywhere? Y'all ever seen, like, how other races are treated in China? Y'all ever seen how, like, black people, like, they really be looking at, like, if you go to, like, I remember watching a video of, like, people in Finland or something like that, like, some Swedish country or something like that. Like, they really saw a black guy for the first time in their life, and they was like, whoa, crazy, what doing? It's like, they were looking at him like he was a magic trick. Like, it was like, crazy. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, now, if you saw that today, people would be like, that's racist. I can't believe that's racist. That's racist. It's like, no, brother. Like, what, people really take something that's so, like, that's maybe a 5 out of 10 racism and turn it into an 11. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's not there, but y'all really be taking a 5 and turning it into an 11. It's there. A 5 is not good. That's definitely not good, right? Hell no, it's not. But it's not an 11. Like, come on. Come on now.
Himself come back. Uncle A's back, and I'm him, guys. It's just me. Yeah, I shouldn't.
And the problem is that it makes real, actual, genuine racism, like, it escapes unnoticed.
That was a really bad thing. But those real people that are sending in messages, that I have nothing to do with, by the way, because that's just the internet. It's viral everywhere. Raja Jackson did this. It's not yet. I think it had like 700,000 views when I first retweeted this. This now has 75,000 likes, 11 million views on my quote tweet of it alone. Okay? So it then took off to crazy lengths. I saw that video and people said, what's your thoughts on it? I don't then think, oh, I gotta watch and think about what Rampage would think about me saying this. Not for 1 second.
Let me see if he actually, it's a long video, so I am gonna move forward.
Not like the rest of us. I would never do that. 99% of humans would never do that. Raja Jackson would. Put him in a jail, put him in a cage. It specifically said I show speed's not a dumb animal. Either way, Rampage Jackson, another clip of him going after whatever case was going to happen. You're streaming with whores. You're talking about your son's court case, and in the middle of one of the moments about talking about the attempted
Wait, what did he say? Your own son is going through a situation where he might get jailed for decades, and you're bullying with damn. I know, he freaking... This guy is not afraid of calling out the lady. So what, is she a OF? Is she like a famous OF fan? Like model or something? How come he's like...
You're streaming with
or is bro just wilding out?
You're talking about your son's court case, and in the middle of one of the moments about talking about the attempted murder, I'll hear a strike get nailed. You know what I mean? Spare. I almost heard the fucking machine say spare as he was talking about one of the chances of how many decades.
Turkey! Bro, seriously, it's wild.
Rampage Jackson, another clip of him going after me. Another one. This is on the way back from his day. Of course, he's got things to do. This is more important stuff. He's got more important stuff to do, guys. You got.
Same day. So all he does is talk trash.
MMA guru, fat ass. That nigga need to shut the fuck up.
Probably.
Oh, now he's fat shaming. He said he called him a fat ass. Damn, messed up.
Gonna be honest, I'd probably.
You see how easy it is to like just like turn something small and stupid into like, oh, now he's phobic against fat people. You get what I'm saying? Like that's how these people be playing these stupid games. Oh, now Rampage is fat phobic. Ah, he called him a fat guy. Ah.
It's all good though. You like. I'm fat, so I get it. I ain't got abs.
No. I'm not talking about MMA guru. MMA guru, fat ass. That nigga need to shut the fuck up and sit down some motherfucking way.
That's all I do is sit down. Tell me to touch grass. Tell me to stand up, please. Don't tell me to sit down. I've had enough. Okay? I've had enough of sitting down and yapping. All right? I don't need to go sit down somewhere, dude. You need to go sit down somewhere and call your fucking son. You're on a date with a whore, bowling with her. What are you doing?
Up and sit down some motherfucking way. Scary Terry with the 2 months.
Imagine, yeah, your dad, during your whole situation, your legal situation, is reading out donos. Scary Terry with the 2 subs.
Master Sam, I don't really understand how making racism illegal goes against free speech. Like, we know racism when we see it. It's a destructive act. Well, that's the thing. You understand what racism is. Like, you understand what real racism is. I understand what real racism is. The problem starts to get into when people, like, for example, let's say Rampage. Let's say somebody with the same mindset as Rampage here gets into power, becomes a mayor, because, like, then all of a sudden, now he has the authority to start arresting anybody because he decided that if you call somebody a wild animal, that's racism. Now, like you just said it yourself, calling someone a wild animal isn't tied to race. Now, if he were to say this guy's a monkey, it's like, okay, there's a little bit more history there, there's a little bit more context there, right? We could sort of see, like, the obvious freaking, like, ties there, you get what I'm saying? Like, now we could, like, that's a much easier argument to make. The problem gets that if it becomes law, then all of a sudden, whoever gets up there, if they decide to say, no, it's not just calling him a monkey, it's also, if you call a black guy any form of animal, if you just call him a wild animal, if you just compare them to any kind of, like, then that's racism, then all of a sudden we're allowed to put this guy in jail. And that's why we're, like, in the United States of America, they're super anti, like, they're super pro free speech when it comes to that. People, yeah, there absolutely are people here that not only do they believe in the Triple K party, I'm gonna be safe for YouTube here, and they believe in the Yahtzee party, which they're absolutely allowed to. You can hold that opinion all day, every day, all you want. The moment you start to try to enact your belief on somebody else, that's against the law. You can say you like the Yahtzees all you want. You can say you believe in the Triple K party all you want. That is your decision. If you want to act like they're the best, the greatest people in the world, you want to glaze them up. You want to jork your freaking, like, your Gork over on Adolf. Do it on your own free time. That's on you. You can do whatever the hell you want on your free time. The moment you start to try to, like, enact that on other people is when it starts to become illegal here in the United States of America.
Scary Terry with the 2 mums. This is what Rampage is doing. While Raja's probably fucking sitting there rocking back and forth in a corner in his fucking home. Watching
Master Sam's asking, so I can threaten Jewish people online in the United States of America? Oh, you sweet, sweet child. Oh, you poor, poor, sweet child. Let me see, there's so many examples, I gotta pick one. Ugh, what's the latest one? Oh, you know what? How about the Ela Klein one? It's the most latest one, right? Yeah. How do you spell Ela Klein? I actually don't even know how to spell Ela Klein. I'll be completely honest. Now, realistically, you can watch literally any of Hassan Piker's like videos or shorts or any of that stuff.
Matter if they're DFLP, PFLP, or even
What happened?
DFLP, PFLP, or even former Fatah militants. Okay? It is perfectly legal, perfectly valid, and perfectly moral. Okay? 100%. This is not like a black and this is not a okay? 100%. This is not like a black and this is not a gray area. This is black and white. Okay? It doesn't get more black and white than this. Israel's in the wrong. Israel is actually engaging in an apartheid, which is a crime in and of itself. Israel's doing a genocide in Gaza and an apartheid in the West Bank. 2 crimes in and of itself. And every every type of armed resistance against both the settlers and also the Israeli occupying force in the West Bank. Doesn't matter if it's your favorite podcasters like Wife that participate in these Iranians. Doesn't matter if they're...
Okay, no, so obviously he's talking about Ela Klein, who is Ethan Klein's wife, your favorite podcaster's wife. Now, who is Ela Klein? Now, she is an ex-Israeli citizen who, of course, we all know if you are an Israeli, you have mandatory military service. So, she was a secretary. Ela Klein was so against the Israeli Defense Force that not only did she leave the country and migrate to the United States of America, but she adamantly calls out the IDF and all of Israel for all of the crimes that they are committing, all of the terrible things that they are committing in Gaza. Right? She is the literal definition of the perfect Israeli person in Hassan Piker's own logic, because not only was she in the IDF, she left the IDF as soon as she got the opportunity to, and then now she talks bad about the IDF. The only thing that she genuinely still has of any connection, because A, not only did they go and vote against the current prime minister of Israeli, but again, they are like, they speak out against the Israeli. So the only reason he's going after her at this point, realistically, unless it's because it's, you know, he freaking hates Ethan Klein, who again, another example of somebody who genuinely believes in the Palestinian movement, believes in the Free Palestine movement. Like, there is no other reason that Hassan Piker goes after these two people besides them being Jewish people. At all. He's constantly calling for the death of Jewish people. Constantly calling for action against Jewish people. Another good example. Kind of find a short, but
I get why people think that. There are
Now,
a million different opinions out.
let's not look at Hassan Piker here. Who cares, right? We already know this guy is pretty against Jewish people just in general, right? I'm not gonna sit here and go through the whole freaking thing. There's plenty of videos. We can watch them later if you want. But let's just read the chat, shall we? Let's just go ahead and check out. So the two people that came out of the Israeli embassy was a couple, a Jewish couple, that really weren't even pro-Israel. They just happened to be a Jewish couple coming out of the Israel embassy because they were Israeli people. Israeli citizens, right? They were not pro-Israel. They were not anti-Palestine. They were not anything. Okay? Tell me why everyone in this chat, two beautiful Nazis, Engaged to be engaged.
Plenty of people who are using this as an opportunity to be like, this is a heinous anti-Semitic act of violence. Everyone that says free Palestine should be instantly jailed, all this stuff. Ultimately,
see, in the United States of America, you simply can't be jailed for saying free Palestine, because at some point somebody could just say that that's racist against Israeli people, racist against Jewish people, or whatever. You could be jailed for that. That's not allowed in the United States of America. You're allowed to say stuff like that, even though we all know at this point, everybody who shouts free Palestine has pretty much shouted free Palestine whenever we're talking about Jewish people getting murdered.
Ultimately, I mean, look, this is...
Remember that guy who was throwing firebombs at a bunch of old people, shouting free Palestine, a bunch of Jewish old people?
I'll give you my perspective, okay? What the fuck does said to be engaged mean? Are they engaged to be married? Said to be engaged is they're humanizing the victims in this situation. That's why.
Rest in piss. Rest in piss, 07.
That's why they're you know, this is how it goes. Obviously, there's no such humanization, of course, when the victim of an Islamophobic attack is a 7-year-old child, and that doesn't.
Like, this is absolutely, like, even some people there are actually some normal people on here. Oh, they're humanizing the humans? It's like, yeah. Like, what are you guys talking about? There's so many psychopaths, dude.
In the United States of America.
But see, in the United States, again, in the US, even if you're a psychopath, you're allowed to go in there and start typing out, like, just insane shit like this.
Talking about is because he bought a ring to basically announced his engagement to the girl that he was dating. They're both in the Israeli embassy area. But the reason why people are like saying this is a psyop is for two reasons. I don't think it is, for the record. And I'll tell you why. The reason why people think it's a psyop is because this happened right after the Israeli occupying force.
Oh, I love this one. This guy, engaging in genocide. F his engagement, engaged in genocide. These two random Jewish people that did what exactly? They were gonna get engaged? They went to the embassy because they had an appointment. He bought a ring. He was gonna go out with her later on and propose to her. So they engaged in genocide? Like, you get what I'm saying? These people did nothing but be Jewish. Wait, what are you talking about?
Occupying force shot at diplomats in the West Bank, and
if shooting and violence and threatening people online and public meetings is legal, how do you prevent these things from becoming a violent crime? Like, by then it's too late. Oh, you poor sweet child of mine! It's exactly what people were talking about right now! And this literally just happened like a day ago!
The attack of a deranged gunman rocked the nation after they opened fire on a Catholic school in Minneapolis, slaughtering 2 children and injuring at least 17 others on August 27th. Robin Westman opened fire through the stained glass windows of a church at the Annunciation Catholic School before...
This guy was all over Twitter, basically, like, saying... practically saying that he was going to commit crimes and do very terrible things to people, constantly talking about going after children, specifically, like, well, I'm not going to get into the political part of it, but basically he kept talking about how children should be, you know, put on drugs and like, get their peepees cut off and stuff like that. I don't care what you believe. The point being is that that's free speech. You're allowed to talk about all of this shiz, and some people are genuinely sick in the head and they take it too far.
Committing suicide. But who was Robin?
There is a benefit, there's a positive and a negative to having free speech.
Westman. Here's what we know so far. 23-year-old Robin Westman, formerly Robert Westman, has been identified as a transgender woman from Minnesota. Westman applied to change names from Robert to Robin in Dakota County at 17 years old, according to
By the way, there's thousands of trans people that are not psychopaths like this freaking moron. And anybody who tries to defend this person by using their transness as a as a shield, screw you. You're the reason why the trans community is suffering so much. Stop trying to defend psychopaths.
January 2020.
You're making it difficult for normal, well-adjusted trans people.
As a female and wants her name to reflect that identification. Just hours before the cowardly massacre, Westman posted a series of twisted videos on YouTube, which included a manifesto.
Hours before he went on a massacre at a Catholic church, he started posting YouTube videos about all this crazy shit.
Minneapolis.
A freaking manifesto, a whole manifesto.
Press conference. In one 20-minute video, Westman flips through a disturbing handwritten manifesto. In the deranged writings, it states that Westman had been suicidal for several years, but wanted to take others out too. Westman goes on to gleefully fantasize about, quote, being that scary, horrible monster standing over those powerless kids, and inadvertently confesses admiration for the 2012 Sandy Hook massacre, as well as other mass shootings.
You know what? That's another great example too. There are plenty of people who support, and especially in the USA, so many people who support mass shootings. So many psychopaths. Hell, there's people that are there's ladies that are lining up to bang mass murderers. There are people who support Luigi, the guy who murdered that one CEO. There are people who glaze Luigi like he's a hero still, which is like, okay, like, screw CEOs and whatnot, but Luigi's still a freaking murderer. Are you kidding me?
Matter of...
But yeah, we'll leave that there.
I knew them too.
But yeah, I don't believe MMA guru should like, first of all, I wasn't really I don't believe what he said was in any way meant to be racist. And on top of that, it's like, that's the reason why free speech is basically so protected here in the US. Even though it's a double-edged sword, there are more situations where people have, like, are mentally sound and are just saying something like, not necessarily maybe reasonable, but like they're saying something in a way that, like, is not meant to be taken seriously either. But people will twist it and turn it into something, like, as if it's like something for real. Now, of course, if we go and say, you know, if somebody goes out there and says, I want to, you know, eliminate all the population of the Jewish people, of course that people are gonna, like, go and check up on them. There's gonna be a wellness check. There's gonna be the FBI, like, what are you planning on doing? Like, they're gonna like keep an eye on you. You know what I'm saying? They're probably gonna, you know, maybe they'll do a wellness check or something. It's not like always going to happen, but like nobody. What's that one fool sitting there? Like, if we did not have free speech, Hassan Piker could put Sam Hyde in jail for this.
You got anyone you want to call out in the heavyweight division?
Oh, you know it, lad. You know that, Hassan Piker. I'm coming to kill you in Los Angeles at your house.
Or in the ring?
No, in real life. I'm going to stalk him and become obsessed with him and wear his makeup and his dresses and use his skin as a coat.
Obviously, he's a psychopath. Like, this is psychotic. This is insane. But this is also Sam freaking Hyde. He's a freaking comedian. He's making a stupid joke. But he's obviously trying to call out Hassan Piker. Let's actually fight in the ring. But obviously, he's trying to make himself seem like a lunatic. And it's understandable. That's why he's doing it so publicly. If this guy actually wanted Hassan Piker like dead, he would, like, you could see like a freaking, like, a letter in like freaking, you know, different magazine like letters and stuff. Like, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna freaking, you know what I'm saying? Like that. Like that's an actual threat. An actual threat. There's a difference between an actual threat and then just some people on the internet being racist against Jews, talking shit, like glazing up a freaking mass murderer. So, which is why it's like, yeah, even though Hassan Piker constantly glazes terrorists, constantly glazes people who murder Israelis or even just Jewish people at times, he technically has a right to do that. That's free speech. To an extent.
Irish did.
I personally don't feel like he should be allowed to specifically call out for the death of Ela Klein. And if you want to see my full opinion on that, I actually put out an entire video. Go and watch it. It's going to be the legal mindset video. If you actually want to go check that out, I'll be releasing that soon.
Well, that's your winner, Sam. Hey!
So obviously he's crazy, and that's the point. He's trying to look like a psychopath, crazy. He doesn't. It's not meant to be taken as a serious threat. It's meant to be taken as like, like, you know. And of course, when the guy asks him like in the ring, he freaking like, no, duh. What the hell else did you think? But he's like, no, screw you. No, in his actual apartment. In his, I'm actually gonna freaking start. Like, I'm actually gonna go into his house. He's just being ridiculous. And any normal person, well-adjusted human being can figure that out.
What a fucking weird world we're in, you know. What a dystopian fucking world we're in.
Thank you, Sierra. MMA Guru, that nigga showed, he showed his racist. Like, sometimes racist and you try to hide it, you can't keep hiding this shit. This shit comes out.
I don't try to hide shit, bro. DJ asked me in person on the pod, like, are you? I said a bit, but like, I don't let it like take over my fucking critical thinking skills at all. I think everyone is, bro. I grew up on South Park, man. I'm a South Park connoisseur, you guys. I mean, he's Rampage. You are.
I don't care what nobody says. I freaking love South Park. Fair is fair. They kind of put hell, like, they've always been anti-Trump. It is what it is. I still love them. I'm pretty anti-Trump myself, to be fair. But at the same time, I think it's a valid criticism to say that they did not go after, like, what are the chances they never went after, like, Biden or Kamala Harris, or, you know what I'm saying? But to be fair as well, I kind of feel like, let's be real, right? Like, as somebody who's a little bit anti-Trump myself, I'm pretty freaking anti-Trump, I'm gonna be honest. Even though I like a lot of the stuff that he's been doing recently, as far as, like, actual, like, action. I don't like the guy personally. He's real bad. Like, just genuinely has done a lot of bad things. But like, at the same time, it's kind of like, let's be real. If they trash Donald Trump, if they trash Republicans, if they trash conservatives, if they trash all these, like, they're gonna laugh their asses off and they're gonna move on with their day. But if they trash Kamala Harris, if they trash Biden, if they trash leftists, liberals, all that stuff, it's gonna be a non-stop complaining fest on the internet, on Twitter, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of understand why they didn't do it too.
You are, dude. Before anything, Rampage, you want to talk about people, you try and hide it. Dude, you specifically set aside money for your 2 black kids, for bail money, and your 2 Japanese kids for...
He freaking brought this up! I can't believe it!
You want to talk about racist Rampage?
Alright, no, we're going over the same thing. Listen, thank you so much for the reaction. Please go check out the actual video. I'm gonna send a link. I'm yapping for too damn long. I was kind of looking for, like, the initial update. But to be fair, this kind of gave me a good excuse to just talk about it, what happened. But if there's any video that comes out with updates on the actual victim, on actual Psycho Sue, I think his name is, Psycho Stu, not Psycho Sue. If there's any actual updates on that guy, I'll watch that. But otherwise, it's I didn't expect this one to be a Rampage video. To be fair, I thought I was here to talk about the freaking Raja situation. But I'll drop a like for MMA Guru. I'll drop I'll go ahead and share this on the Discord. And yeah, I agree with you, Master Sam. Something absolutely has to be done. Here's the problem, though. The people down here can't do squat about it. It's just a bunch of politicians up above shouting at each other like, more laws against force multipliers. And then the other guy's like, no, less laws against multipliers, and then they pretty much just keep shouting that at each other since like the year 2000 basically, and jack squat gets done about it. You get what I'm saying? It's a double-edged sword. Like I can't what am I? I'm not gonna go out of the way and be like, oh, if you start talking about how like, you know, it's like whenever I hear a trans person be like, the Catholic Church hates me and my people. It's like, well, that's your opinion. You're allowed to have that opinion. I disagree with that. Almost all the Catholic people that I know are incredibly tolerant of trans people. My entire family is Catholic, and all of them are. And not only do we have trans people in our family, we fully support them and have never ever spoken bad about them. It's one of the biggest points of Catholicism and Christianity is tolerance, is forgiveness, and you know, the whole part about like you cannot judge anybody. You're supposed to let God be the judge. You try to judge people IRL, then like that's a false prophet. That's you can't do that. Like you're not JC. That's not your place. You know what I mean? That's how I was taught, old school. I was taught some old school Bible stuff. My teacher was like, no, who the hell are you? Who are you? You're just some freaking kid. You don't deserve to judge nobody. You don't get to judge nobody. For nothing. You're not JC. You don't get to decide, you don't get to pick who goes into heaven or who goes to wherever. Like, that's not your business. What other people be doing, what other people be saying. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like why it's like, I don't know. It's wild. But at the same time, it's like, maybe you have had a different experience. Hell, it might be that the Catholic churches in your area treated you like shit, in which case, you have every single right to your opinion, and I don't think you should get in trouble for having that opinion and for being outspoken against the Catholic Church. If genuinely that's your opinion, that the Catholic Church is evil, then that's your opinion. JC like Jesus Christ? Yeah, it's my boy JC. What do you mean? You ain't never heard about my boy JC? I love that guy. Hey, So that's kind of where that's kind of, and of course we're only talking about hypotheticals here, and we're talking in extreme cases here because it helps, get the point across. But it would be too easy for somebody who is less reasonable than me to go out there and be like, oh, if you are pro trans talk, if you're talking good about trans people on Twitter, you go to jail. Why? Because I have decided that that's mentally unstable. Oh, if you talk bad about Catholic churches, then you deserve to go to jail. Why? Because I have decided that is not racist against churches, but like whatever, the culturist against that religion. You get what I'm saying? Like that shouldn't be allowed. In fact, we have freedom of religion. Just as much as we have freedom of religion, we have freedom of speech in America. Both are equally as important. And even though technically it's a double-edged sword, you gotta respect it, I'm not gonna lie, there's some religions that like you don't think every single Catholic Christian out there wants to ban Satanism? Like, there are Satanists that exist in the United States of America now that practice the religion currently, and I don't mean like edgy goth emo kids. I mean like actual real Satanists, and most of them don't believe in violence or in bad things. They believe in peace. They actually believe in a lot of the same things that Catholics and Christians believe in. They just believe that they believe in Satan as a deity as opposed to God or Jesus Christ. It's a whole different thing. I'm not gonna get into it, but the point is. They have every single right in the United States of America to believe in that religion, even though everything about my religion tells me that they are in the wrong. They should not be worshiping the devil and whatnot, right? But who am I? That's not my right to judge them. I am not JC. I am not God. I don't get to decide what if they're good, if they're bad. Have they offended me? Have they disrespected my religion? Have they personally attacked me? Have they called for violence towards me? And that's that's where you start to get into legal problems and legal trouble. Even with Hassan Piker in the Ela Klein situation, he's probably safe when it comes to like legal terms because he didn't say Ela Klein specifically, and he was also talking technically in past tense. So he's technically safe. But if he ever comes out and fully says, if he actually comes out, paraphrasing, right, Ela Klein is, like, you can totally do something to her, of course he gets put in jail. Of course he does. Of course that you can call the police and you can have him arrested. But it's gotta be a pretty definitive threat. It's gotta be a pretty definitive threat. Even if it's not like a full-on arrest, you can like ask for like a restraining order. You can like have legal judgment. And if ever something happens, you can bet your booty cheeks that like Ethan Klein, Ela Klein have probably already called the police and filed a report. So if something ever happens, or Hassan Piker continues that type of language, they're gonna bring that up in court. If ever something, like, if he ever crosses that line from free speech to an active threat. You get what I'm saying? There's a fine line. It's a really thin line, but it's there. I can't lie. It's like, I do believe that all different countries have their own pros and cons. The US has a lot of pros and cons too. But I'm just saying, like, I have the privilege to be concerned about little stupid issues on the internet. Meanwhile, other people out there have to actually worry. Like, people in Africa are still concerned about being turned into a slave. There's actually people in Africa that are still worried about being turned into slaves and being sold. Human trafficked. There's people in Mexico that have to be concerned about being human trafficked. A lot of women in Mexico that have to be concerned about being human trafficked. I don't gotta do that. I'm a fat freaking monkey on the internet that gets to complain about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a privilege I get to have. Even though I'm broke and all this other stuff. Being broke in the USA is a lot better than being broke in a lot of other places. I'm just saying. The worst here is kind of better than most other places. But, you know, but again, everything's a double-edged sword. Everything's a double-edged sword. We're gonna move on. I did not intend this to turn into a free speech conversation, but I actually do like the fact that, yeah, like, but it kind of makes sense. Like, I don't like this whole, like, everything you say. The moment you start to criticize me, I'm gonna pull out my racism card. I hate this. Rampage is absolutely doing a disservice to all black people, to all brown people, to all Asians, to all minorities of every kind. You are basically crying wolf. Wah, wah, wah. And when real racists come out and start saying some crazy shiz, nobody's gonna care. Nobody's gonna want to believe you. Because you start calling out people like MMA Guru for some shit that's not even racism, bro. Nobody's gonna care anymore. What's real racism shows up? Nah, get out of here. I'm gonna sub though. I'm gonna sub just to support MMA Guru. Like, I gotta admit, I was genuinely like this is getting to me because I just recently in the last like 2 or 3 months became a huge Rampage fan because of all his YouTube shorts. Bro has been blowing up on Kick. I'm just saying. Anyway, moving on. Ayoo, Monodachis! Thank you so much for watching this video. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You can also find links to the videos that we reacted to today down in the description below, along with my Oshi marks. I'll see you in the next video, Monos. Goodbye, and thank you so much for swinging by. Salut!